Hi. So something interesting happened recently. I kept getting a lot of tweets on my feed about something called vibe coding, and I had no clue what that meant. So one day I tweeted, "What is vibe coding?" And Gautam replied saying this. It basically means that let AI do the coding and you just give prompts. I found that idea funny and also a bit wild. So I started Googling, and guess what? There is an actual moment around it. So today we are going to talk about what is vibe coding, how does it work, why it's training, and a little bit of things like pros and cons. So what is vibe coding? It's a new way of writing software where you don't really write code. You describe what you want as a prompt and AI writes code for you. This idea became popular when Andres Karpathy, a co-founder of OpenAI, tweeted about it, and he described it with a funny phrase: see things, say things, run things, and copy paste things. Basically, you are telling the computer what you want and it just does it. You become more of a director or a project manager for the code, but not coder yourself. Instead of spending hours on writing functions, fixing bugs, you let AI handle that part and you guide it giving prompts. How does vibe coding work? So let me tell you step by step. Step 1. Describe your idea. Say something like create a website that shows weather-based report for a user city, or maybe write an application to review resume. Step 2. Let AI generate the code. So it uses Replit Ghostwriter or GitHub Copilot. These tools are where you give your input and it generates code for you. Run and refine the code. So it's something that you take the code, run it, and if something doesn't work, repeat it. That is step 4. You go and write your prompts. You say that this part of the code is not working, and it refines the code, give it to you, and keep on repeating until it's done. There are already some applications written using vibe coding, and these applications are, let me show you in the image, Lunchbox Buddy, podcast script calculator, and even some journalists are using this application to develop games. So it's no longer just coders building stuff. Vibe coding is opening doors for a lot of creative people, writers, marketeers, and even kids to play with the software. Now let's talk how vibe coding can be a problem, especially when you are already a software engineer. Okay, you stop learning real coding. If you rely on AI, you don't really understand how code works. So if something breaks or you get stuck, you become completely dependent on AI. Good coding is about logic, planning, and debugging. In case of AI, it skips all that. So you don't build skill, you just write prompts. Third point is you don't grow as a software engineer. Real engineers know how memory management works, how to scale the system, how to debug, how to write a secure code, and n number of things, especially when there are distributed services running together. Fourth point is AI makes mistakes too. Sometimes AI writes inefficient and bad code. So if you don't know how to read code, you may not realize when something breaks. Number 5. AI kills critical thinking. The best software engineer questions things, experiments, and explores multiple solutions. If you never think and copy paste the code that AI gives, you will never build that mindset. So my final thought on vibe coding would be, it looks cool, it's good, it's fun, easy, really good for smaller and experiment applications. It's also good for prototyping, exploring ideas, or building smaller applications. But at least don't let it replace your thinking. If you want to become a good software engineer, you still need to understand how code works, understand system, and develop that developer brain. Use vibe coding as a tool, not a shortcut to skip the difficult part. The future of vibe coding looks exciting, for sure. As AI tools improve, they will write better and faster code. And we never know. One day we might be able to build entire application by just talking to the computer. But remember, tools will change, language will change. But strong thinking and core skill will always be valuable.